Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to my Mahogany Sweets. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Sorry, I've been going for quite some time, but I wanted to come and do this video about Porsha, Dennis, Fallon, and Simon, right? Because I've been feeling this way for quite some time. I've commented on other people's stuff, but I have not technically, I believe, done a video about it, so I'm about to do that now. I think what happened is Porsha, right here, they put on camera that this was her first time meeting Simon, right? That her and Fallon, as a housewife, liked each other, was hanging out, and Fallon brought them over to meet her husband. Well, I believe that Simon and Fallon had an open relationship, an open marriage, and this clearly is not this girl's first time, Porsha Williams, meeting Simon Bubata or Fallon. I think that they were having threesomes with Porsha. Porsha was one of their playmates. And normally in these open relationships, the rule is it's only sexual. We both participate. Because this clearly, even a setup of how this was when Fallon, her husband there, but this supposed to be a girl's day, but she introduced them all. It's basically, it looked to me like Simon was sitting back looking. His wife is the one who bring these young hot girls in. He chooses, or they choose conjointly, of which one they like and want to add to their bed. And I think that Porsha had already been added to, which one am I on? Oh, nope, I ain't got there yet. Come on. I think Porsha had been added to their bedroom. And they were having threesomes. I think that Fallon and Porsha had gotten close, so Porsha knew what Fallon's secrets were as far as who she was messing out on the side too. Because normally in these type of relationships, the man with the money, he's allowed to have threesomes. The woman acts like she's into it or either is into it, but it's only him who can do it, right? It's only females that can be added. So I believe Fallon made Porsha aware, thinking that they had a sisterhood. Let her know, like, yeah, I'm messing with this guy or that guy or whatever, because of course she's gonna get her cake too and eat it. So I think that Porsha look at this as her way to move in. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm already invited into the bedroom. We already having threesomes together. Well, he's really liking me, and oh, this dude got money. I want him, and I believe that Porsha, from hanging out with them, separately as well as together, realized that there was a door open, a crack in a marriage. I believe that Porsha might, even while she was messing with him by herself without Fallon being present, but through him probably even reaching out to her, like, hey, yeah, I know that we got the hookup thing with my wife, but I want to see you outside of her. I want to take you out tonight. I think Porsha went ahead for it because she's trying to get her own. If I'm gonna tell y'all about what I believe Porsha's track history is when it comes to this type of thing, but I believe that Porsha obliged him and even probably let it slip out fakely, like, oh, well, yeah, Fallon, she got a boo on the side too. I think that's really cool how y'all do this. And he like, what? Fallon messing with somebody too. And Porsha probably pretended to act like she didn't mean to let that slip, or thought that he was aware of it or something like that. And I think that them two messing around with each other decided he was no longer going to be with Fallon, since Fallon wasn't keeping to his rules, and Porsha was going to take Fallon's spot. I think Porsha looked at it like, oh, this dude got money. He can take care of me. Because if y'all don't recall, I tried to find this scene, y'all, but I could not find it. Porsha it was a scene on Real Housewives of Atlanta where Porsha's mother was sitting on a couch and Porsha's sister was sitting on the other couch. And Porsha was talking about how Pilar was planned. Pilar was not a mistake baby. And she was laying on the floor and she said, I'm like, oh, this dude got his own business. Oh, this dude like me. Oh, he want a family or something like that. Or, oh, he want to get married. I was trying to find a scene because it's been a minute. But from when I watched it and heard it, I'm like, sound like to me that you trapped him. You know what I'm saying? Or at least, well, yeah, I ain't going to say trapped him. But she willingly was like, oh, you know what? I want to get knocked up by this guy. She had been talking previous episodes about wanting to marry, wanting children, getting older, and hoping that's in the cards for her. So, of course, Dennis was an easy layup, which is how she presented it on that scene, because as she was laying on the floor and she was naming the things that she felt were great attributes about him, she was opening her legs more and more, and at the end of it, she ended with impregnate me. So Pilar was planned on her end, at least. Men are reckless, so I wouldn't say he planned it, but he made no he made no attempt to not make it happen. So yeah, Pilar was playing, and she said it was because he liked her. He was cute. He had a business or money, and he wanted a family or marriage, something like that. So she wanted to get pregnant and have that baby, which we know they got pregnant early, very quickly in their relationship with Dennis, which it was like 3 months or something like that. She was pregnant. And then we see her move on quickly in 2 weeks and get with this guy. So we all know that he kept getting caught cheating on her, and messing with other women and stuff. And she was very pissed about that. And we know that she wanted to get married. She had been said that. She wanted to get married, had kids. She had chose Dennis to do that with. I think what happened is Dennis was looking at her as a playmate at the time being. She ended up, I think he probably even was cool with being in a relationship. She ended up getting pregnant so soon though, and I think that's when he like, yo, hold on. And she was talking about getting married. He like, yo, hold on. I don't know if I'm ready to do all that right now or do all that with you. Porsha is a bird. Of course, he would see and know that she has bird ways. So I think that partly like the same thing that Tristan Thomas doing with Chloe. It's like, okay, I'm stuck with this person who I just wanted to have a good time with. They entrapped me, and now they're forcing me, or I'm feeling forced to actually be in a relationship with them. So what they try and do is do things to make you leave them, because men are cowards, instead of coming and saying, look, I don't want to be with you. It ain't there something wrong with you. I just don't choose you. Or don't want that right now. And the women try and force them into that, or try and guilt trip them into that, into marrying or being with them. So the guy be like, hey, I'm going to act out by cheating and messing with other people, hoping that that'll make you leave me alone. Well, Chloe didn't get the memo because she still had to let Tristan alone. But I would say that Porsha did get the memo, and she did decide, I'm going to leave him alone. But I think her plan was to say, okay, if you are sitting on your ass and won't jump to marry me, and this dude who she believes has more money than Dennis, I can slide in and he will marry me. I think that she looked at it as, oh, okay, I'm going to make Dennis jealous. I will make Dennis jealous by feeling he can lose me, lose our family, and with me marrying someone else and someone that's been in Pilar life, that will make him act right and come back out to me, which I believe did not work. It didn't work. So that's when she went on ahead and was like, okay, well, let me have it around. Let me try and flaunt it in his face. If you look at this picture, right, let me tell you what I seen in this pictures. This is supposed to be the new man that she with, but she's standing closer and all over him. I believe that what she's doing, which a lot of women have had to do, is I can't get what I want from the man that I want it from, which is Dennis. So I'm just going to try and fill in that gap because this dude is giving me the things I want. But she really wants it from Dennis. Dennis is who she really wants to be with. She wishes this was Dennis right here so she could be all over him instead of laying her back all over to him. She was subconsciously did this. I don't think she purposely did this. I believe this was a subconscious emotional body reaction, because who has her heart and her mind is Dennis. So she leaned her body back towards him, not realizing how disrespectful and how obvious this looks to show that she wished this was Dennis. It's not though. So let me try and keep you around. Let me try and make you jealous, or you want me. I think that Dennis is aware and is what is doing, just making him not want her even more. Her trying to incite jealousy in him is making him probably lose respect. But if you notice in this one, it seems like he's pulled a bit more in, but made for the photo. But she's making sure that she's pushed back enough to be touching him, because subconsciously Dennis is who she's want. And I think that this dude possibly did truly like her, or at least for the time being liked her, so he was willing to fasting road the relationship ahead. But he has to be impeached. This, if anybody is watching this Porsha Williams Family Matter show, then it is obvious that she is still in love with Dennis, that she wanted to flaunt this relationship. She's trying to do everything that she can to flaunt this more and more in Dennis' face, to get Dennis to try and fight for her and run to her, try and stop the marriage and stuff, to this guy. Which is why, I want him to come on the trip. I want to be in his face with another guy I'm supposedly engaged with. But the reason why she's pissed off that he would have the audacity to bring a girl there. She didn't want him to have a girl there. She wanted her to be the only woman who she know he would have eyes for. and flaunt this relationship in front of him. Because if you notice, when you get down to the fight, between, oh yeah, but they crossed Fallon and Goobody Simon crossed Porsha and Simon crossed Fallon or whatever, because once he found out, I believe through Porsha, that Fallon was messing with other guys on the side, it pissed him off, and he said, "Okay, yeah, I put this chick in line, my new bitch or whatever." And Porsha was willing to do that. She has shown us she's willing to cross. Porsha has shown us over all these years that she's a liar, that she lies compulsively. She's shown us that she don't take accountability. She's shown us that she's violent. And she continuously has been able to play the naive, sensitive, humble young lady who is just oh so innocent. But if people were truly paying attention from season that she popped on, that's not who this chick really is. She's a bird and naive, yes. But she's calculating and she's doing bird tactics, right? Because that's as far as her skills can go. She does bird tactics to try to elevate herself off other people, play innocent, climb the ladder as far as she tried to use the BLM to further. She actually had just set herself up in a very good position. She messed up because that stuff catch up to you. You're scheming, you're lying, you're using people, you're all of that kind of stuff. It eventually catches up to you. But she had done a great job to getting herself thus far. When she made this move, I believe that she let her greed, her ignorance, her bird behavior and tactics that she's limited to, and also, sadly, a broken heart, get her to where this show is tearing down everything that she had built and exposing her for who she truly is and the type of woman she truly is, which is a narcissist, which is a gold digger. From even the R. Kelly stuff, like, no, you were a grown woman who was trying to be in this man's face, get a record deal, all that. You were just sleeping with Bolo, the stripper, to just have some fun with. But Cordell, she knew what Cordell was. She married Cordell for status and to come up. Same with the other man that she would try to leech on to. Nene was the star of that franchise, which is why she wanted to be best friends with her as her appeal rose herself, and she no longer needed Nene. As you see, they fell out. Same with Phaedra. She came and concocted a lie and playing with Phaedra. It fell to the pits of hell, and then she distance herself from Phaedra and use her, oh, I'm just so innocent and a victim and too slow to know what was really going on. I'm not the villain Phaedra. So when push came to shove, no, she's calculating. I'm going to run this man with Phaedra. Oh, it's blowing up in our face. I'm going to throw Phaedra to the wolves and save myself. And so she has done this repeatedly with people, right? And then I was looking, oh, okay, let's get back to this fight. So everything was fine. She was being able to deal with Dennis' mom until Dennis finally brought that chick and she knew a chick was there. Because then it's like, oh crap, no, I want him to be focused solely on me. I want him to want me and I want him to try and stop this wedding and regret not being with me and try and get me back. Oh crap, he brought another chick here. My plan is not going how I want it. He's not feeling regret. He's not trying to get me back. He's not jealous. He brought another chick. And her jealousy spewed out, which is why would the first thing, the girl ain't even at the dinner. Why would you mention you, your slut, and your mama leave? You and the mama and him are the three there talking. Even if you was going to say the slut at all, wouldn't that be the last person who you named since she's not even there? But she heard about that because, of course, her jealousy, and since she's here to get at Dennis, which is why he can't have no females there, but Dennis can be there with your new boo and all that, which that should have told y'all enough then. But anyway, she heard about the girl being there, like, oh, okay, how she look, she probably spat on her. Dennis' room was moved downstairs on the same floor. Lauren let us know that. He was no longer up there. So Dennis' room was moved down on the same floor as her. So if she seen Dennis, then she seen his girl. And that's what had her pissed off that entire day. Notice when they went on the riding thing, or whatever. She wanted to be in the front. She wanted her ass to be out. Like, just this chick just a bird. And then she claimed that she was collard greens or whatever. But if you go back to the first season of Porsha and look through, no, you clearly had cosmetic surgery done to your body. And then you turned around on top of that and gained weight on that other side of 30, 35, which is what happened. She should have just waited. The weight was going to come eventually, especially after having a child and being on the other side of 35. If you look at her mom, she didn't, but she wanted the body sooner, which is why she went and had surgery done. But anyway, so she's violent. So she wanted them to get out. The first thing, then is you and that slut. What she got upset with him to even tell them to get out about wasn't even worth telling them to get out. It was solely because she was already pissed and mad at the fact that a woman was there who she felt, now I have a woman here that's competition. He's not focused on me. He's not looking at me. And what's that dude Simon doing? He's got a distraction and running around with another chick and ain't got a care in the world while I'm sitting here trying to think of every way to make him jealous and want me back and get me back. So as Dennis and his mom is leaving out, from what I heard, is she was going in to put her hand out, I don't know, when to help escort his mom out through the shoulder or maybe on her back. Probably just a passive aggressive way to put her hands on his mama, though, not actually hit her. I think she probably was just gonna do like a little shove on her back, like, oh, I'm helping you out this door. Because one of the things that Porsha let us know, she's pissed off at his mom for not being on her side. She's pissed off at his mom for being the overbearing, jealous mom that she is, and being okay with Dennis moving on. Because if you notice, the night before, well, earlier that day when she talked to Lauren, she said, and his mama, look, she had a little smile, a little smirk on her face when she said he here with a girl. Basically, what's the chick name? Basically, what Porsha was letting you know is it burned, it stung when I found out that he wasn't at the dinner because he was with a girl, because I'm a narcissist and I still in love with him and want him, and his focus and attention should be all on me. He shouldn't be here with no girl. So she felt like the mom was already stung her by having that smile on her face when she told her, like, oh, he's with company, he got a girl here, which everyone knew that was gonna piss Porsha off. Porsha even told him, don't bring a girl, you can't have a girl. So I believe that's the reason why Porsha was pissed off at the mom, had a problem with the mom, especially when her whole goal is to make Dennis notice her and make Dennis jealous. So Dennis had peeped it, like, I ain't about to let you physically touch my mom in no way. You not about to call yourself putting your hand on her back, on her side, on her arm, and keep your hands to yourself. So I believe Dennis went to go and knock Porsha's hand probably out the way, and then that's when Porsha began trying to attack him, and Dennis, I believe, was attempting to fight back. As you see, her hand went on his head. I don't know if she was originally trying to slap him or something, but she got very pissed off, and that's when a brawl broke out. Now, one of the things that I noticed when which one? Oh, see, this is a fight you can't really see. One of the things I noticed when, crap, I forgot my train of thought. What the heck was I about to say? Yeah, one of the things I noticed is her whole thing, what she does, which when we look at all of these, she's continuously done it. When she goes out to physically attack people, after the fact, she blames them. They set her up. They wanted to make her fight them so she could lose everything. Anyway, this, I know you cannot see it good. This was when she was attacking Jamie, when she came from out of the event and attacked Jamie. And I noticed that one of the things she was saying was she went to attack, dang, you can't really tell, but this is the head that someone leaning over, because Jamie is already on the ground at this point. Yeah, you can't really see, it's too dark outside. Jamie was all, that's one, oh, that's her running out side at that point. But she went to go and attack Jamie because Jamie been doing stuff to her for years, right? After she attacked Jamie, she been doing stuff to me for years and all of this, right? That she had a problem with. Now, this was the one with Cynthia. Let me go back. This was the one with Cynthia. She was putting her hands in Cynthia's face and stuff. Ooh, I got more of that. Okay, no. She was putting her hands in Cynthia's face. as they were talking, and Cynthia pushed her hand out of the way at one of the moments because she was getting more aggressive with it and putting it even closer in Cynthia's face. So Cynthia hit her hand, and then that's when she decided to get up because, and as you see, tried to come over her. And we already know what this move means. You sitting down, no, I'm about to come up over you and start punching the mess out of your face. That's what this little Hellraiser, this little Tasmanian devil, violent girl was about to do. Jump on Cynthia and start doing that. Luckily, Cynthia sitting down in a disadvantage, but she used her feet and she's like, chick, I'm about to get you up or you ain't about to mess up this pretty face. So that's when Cynthia began kicking her to get her off of her. And then that's when they had to hold this girl down because, and it was at even one point where it's like 3 people who was holding down, but I didn't take a screenshot of that. As she was screaming, I'm going to beat her ass, right? First she was, I'm going to beat her ass. Wait till I get off. She kicked me, da-da-da. And then she went to, when she realized what's going on, and she went to, she just got divorced and one of her businesses gone, so she trying to make me lose everything, right? She went into victim mode. This was a setup. Cynthia has set her up to fight her to try and make her lose everything because Cynthia was losing everything, which I don't know when Cynthia was losing everything. Cynthia got a divorce because she wanted to, so Cynthia wasn't losing a marriage. Cynthia businesses, I don't know what happened with them, but Cynthia didn't do that to you, girl. You did that. You went and set your fat ass in Cynthia's face and then got hostile with her. What did you think was going to happen? You putting your hands basically up to her nose trying to sun her. You the one who provoked and wanted a physical altercation. And Cynthia gave you what you wanted, boom. But she played victim as this was done to her. Oh, this is with the Kenya. Sorry, these screenshots. She did the same thing with Kenya, right? Because Kenya was her first offense. But I just showed y'all 3 others before this, right? Because now she attacked Dennis. She had the attack with Cynthia. She had the attack with Jamie. And now here we are, her with Kenya, where Kenya didn't make any physical threat to her being. But she could not handle being, I will agree, taunted. She couldn't handle being red. She couldn't handle all of that. So she jumped up and went to go pull Kenya's hair, have a face off with Kenya, and drag her. What is this? I don't even know where I'm on. Who the heck is this? How this person get in here? Who is that? I don't know who that even is. Where are my other pictures at? Oh crap, I don't even know where that. But anyway, so Porsha also had the altercation with Kenya where she was dragging Kenya, pulling her hair, and even her, it was still, initially it was, I'm gonna beat your ass. They had to hold her down, I'm gonna beat your ass, until the other ladies letting her know, like, bitch, you on national TV and this is your job and you're being violent. You just assaulted someone. And then that's when she went to, I've been through so much. She's a victim again. It's other people who've done this to her, not her. She's not the violent one. Other people are jumping into her body and causing her to fight against her will, because that's not her. It's everybody else. Even though none of these people threw the blow first, all of them was, what's the chick named Porsha. But anyway, so that's where I'm at with it. This relationship between her and between her and Simon is not going to last. I believe Simon been peeped that she is using me to make this guy jealous. And Simon looked at it. I'm going to get out of her what I can get out of it. Then I'm going to use her too. I believe Dennis, if anything, this is making him lose more respect for her. Because it's a way to do it if you want to let a guy know, like, look, I can move on. I'm moving on. And you're going to lose your window of opportunity to be with me. I'm telling you, ladies, yes, him seeing you with another guy can make him jealous, but that can also have the wrong effect depending on how you do it. One of the things that I did and what's best is when they see, no, it ain't no dude around, I'm just not fucking with you no more. Excuse my language. I'm not messing with you no more. I don't need another dude to replace you. I'm about to focus on me, because this was the route I took. Like, no, I'm about to focus on me. I'm getting myself together, because that was one of the things that my ex used to me. Who you messing with? What guy you talking to? I ain't talking to no other guy. I just ain't talking to you. You're still not going to have access to me, be with me anymore. Which, it did not make me have to compromise my self-respect. It did not make me have to string and use another person who don't deserve to be drug up into my emotional mess, or semi on and off again, break with an ex, right? You don't play with other people's feelings and emotions. And so it didn't have to cause me to do any of that. And that did work. But I will agree, a man needs to know, like, no, it's other men that want me and that can have me. So yeah, he knew that point, which is why he just thought that it had to be someone. No, it ain't no one. That's how done I am, dude. And that you need to get yourself together. That I'm not even about to go jump to another dude. I don't need nobody else. I'm just done with you. Because see, what a man can get and understand, like, oh, okay, she trying to use this other dude to try and take my place or whatever, this and other. But a man can look at that and still feel like she still want me, though. I bet you I can go and get that anytime I want. So he gonna try and see if he can come and get that. And the minute that he see that you drop old dude and back with him, he's gonna be back to the same antics, because then he know, you ain't went nowhere. I still got a hold on you. But no, when he see you not messing with him and you're not involved with another guy, then that's gonna have him like, okay, dang, okay, this woman that I love, is she didn't go and jump to someone else. No, I really better reevaluate my life. You get what I'm saying? But I would say, yeah, go ahead and have a date. Don't have no dude spending the night, no dude shoes left over there for him to come see it. Like, don't go that far, because that can make him lose respect, and that will make him be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come and try and get back in. And after she done with that dude, then I'm done with her. He gonna still cheat, because guess what? He's gonna still, that's still gonna make him lose a bit of respect for yourself. So if you is gonna do to make him jealous, then yeah, go out and by using another guy, go out and date. If you are having sex, make sure he don't know that. Don't go that far as it. Make sure that you show that dude treating you in the best, utmost light and respect. Where, and nope, he ain't spending the night over my crib. None of that. Because then that's gonna make him feel like, oh no, this serious. This ain't her just letting another dude hit, and yeah, she a hoe or whatever. She having revenge sex. That's gonna make him look at it like another dude is courting her. This dude has the ability to get her heart, give her a ring, and for her to truly move on. Let me step my game up, because I don't want that to happen. But you going and you quick as heck got another dude in your business. That's gonna make him look at it like, okay, girl, you hoeing. Whether it's out of hurt or not, he's still gonna look at you like that. But anyway, so she shouldn't have went that route. I believe Dennis is just losing more respect for her, especially now she can put his hands on her mother. I feel bad for her in a sense that she is, a lot of these bad decisions have come out of a broken heart and sadness from that. But a lot of this is also her karma. She has taken this show, burn other bridges after she just got her career up so high, and it just revealed and showed her for who she is. You sloppy, you messy, you cold-blooded, you dumb, you've been narcissistic, you've been a liar. And she didn't want to stay on Real Housewives of Atlanta and have to deal with them calling her out on her lies and bullshit, and about how she was having threesomes with this man and his wife, and then came in and tried to take the wife, well, is taking the wife's place. She did not want to have to answer for the fact that, yeah, her and Fallon were becoming friends. And instead she should have dealt with that. You came on this show, and this show did not make it seem better how you got with this man, how your friend had already exposed that you had to pee on the stick, right? So you already having sex on the raw. You said that y'all haven't dated for 2 weeks. He said that you reached out to him. You saying that he reached out to you. Of course we believe him. I believe Simon. And actually they both to a degree lying, because they were messing around before Fallon and him had ended, but it was because they were having threesomes with each other. She don't want to be seen as the whore and gold digger and all of that she is, but that's exactly what she is. She looked at it as, since I can't have Dennis, the next best thing is, if my rebound can't make Dennis jealous and get him back, my rebound is good enough and soft enough for me to be able to fall on for it. Since he has money, or at least she feels or believes he has money, I will be taken care of and he will marry me, right? And I think that she made that call out of desperation and out of gold digging. That, of course. But she would have been better. Go ahead on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and be like, yeah, y'all, deal with it. Let Kenya come after you for it. Everyone was gonna come after you anyway for it, whether you was on that show or not. Your comments, your everything you do, people was gonna bring this up because it's out there and it's known already. So she should have stuck with Real Housewives of Atlanta and gave you a check. It gave you a platform. She could have tried to redirect the focus on her and him doing philanthropy work. Like she should have stuck with her little BLM activism cause to try and misdirect people. But since she was just using it, it's obvious, see, right? But if she was smart, she still would have been using it now on the show. Like, okay, yeah, when they come at me, I'm going to make sure I'm doing scenes where me and Simon are giving back. Because then I would sway people to be like, okay, yeah, she made a mistake. She did some dirty crap getting this dude. But in the other areas, she's still a perceived good and great person, right? That's how people would have looked at, oh, she's still giving back. She's still speaking to different causes. That's still a serious and real part of her life. So people would have came around and forgiven her horn with this married man and stealing him from his wife or whatever. But and them two could have been on there to run a narrative like, no, we were already separated and getting divorced. It just wasn't well known since we was on the TV. But like, I don't know. She just should have been honest and upfront about that. And but anyway, I don't know if all these other shows will take her back. Hey, you can recover from anything. Her character, she can rebuild herself. She need to get the right PR team, and they will be able to help her in revamping her public image and rebuilding that. But right now, I don't know where it's going to go because I don't know how smart she is and if she got the right people to help her. But her doing this own show, her leaving those other jobs that she had was a train wreck because she is betting all her cards on Simon. Number one, to make Dennis jealous and get him back, which ain't gonna work. But then she was betting that, okay, I will still land good by being with this rich man. And from what I hear, the dude really ain't even got all that type of money. Her business now may suffer from the truth of who she truly is being exposed, being a gold digging whore, a liar, scheming, conniving, fake, a flake, all of that. So I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to come give y'all my thoughts about this Porsha scenario. I want y'all to come and talk to me. Sorry for the bad images and stuff like that. But that's just what I wanted to show. And we know that she faking a flake. Because look, when she come to find out, when she did the show with and came on with Cordell, her and him were already separated and about to get a divorce. But she was able to talk Cordell into pretending to be together for the show or hold off on a divorce for the show, which happened, right? And she showed us as, oh, I'm the submissive wife who takes good care of my husband and all of that. But like I said, she knew that dude was sweet. She was gold digging to get him. And that's why she was willing and she wanted to get herself on that show. So she had her use and purpose for him starting in. And then she turned around the minute that they were no longer together. We seen the freak or like her personality completely